Hey y'all, it's me, 𝗬𝗵𝗫, and welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing today? Your girl is doing great, feeling great, and looking great, okay? All of the above. In today's video, I thought we would do a Q&A / get ready with me type video. So I took to my Instagram and I asked everyone to ask me some questions. It could be from relationship advice, from just simple questions you want to know about me. If you do not already, follow your girl on Instagram. What are you doing, okay? Go ahead and follow your girl at 𝗤𝗫_person. That way the next time I do one of these videos, you all can participate. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up my questions now. All right, so of course you all have probably seen my makeup routine 1,000 times if you are not new here. I'm always doing my makeup, even though I really hate doing my makeup, but I like to look good, so you know. But we're gonna start with some moisturizer because we want our skin to be hydrated and well taken care of, baby. And of course I have my vanity mirror right here behind the camera, so that's why I'll be looking away a lot of the time. Rub that in. Okay, so the first question is, what would you do, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? That is a really good question. If I knew that I could not fail, I would probably move to a whole nother city. And I don't mean like an hour away, I mean like you gotta fly there. You know, I would just do it on a whim and then follow like my acting career and completely quit my, you know, regular 9-to-5 job. And I would just go for my dreams. But I just feel like that's really not, I don't think that's really possible, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like some of the best things that come into your life, there is always going to be failure before, if that makes sense. Like, you have to go through a struggle to make it to the top, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know it was just a question, but if I could not fail, I would just up and leave, take Andrew with me of course, and then quit my job, period. That kind of leads to the next question. It says, are you finding your dream job or are you creating it yourself? I feel like I'm kind of doing both. I hope y'all can hear me over this fan, by the way. But so obviously I'm on YouTube, right? YouTube, I could see myself doing this as like a full-time career, always creating content because it's something I love to do. But I wouldn't say that I created it because there's so many people already doing YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not like something that's regular. So I'm doing these videos and creating content. To me, that is me creating my own career instead of just working under like the boss where I'm at now for serving, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to find my own path doing what it is that I love. And though there are so many YouTubers, everybody's doing like their own kind of thing and nobody is anybody else, you know? So we're all different kind of creators. Even if we make the similar content, we're all trying to do it in our own way, hopefully. How do I feel about treating people right when they can do nothing for me? Okay, so my thing on that is I'm not the kind of person that's gonna do for someone just to expect something in return, okay? And you know what's funny about that question is I just posted something similar to how people only want to support you when it's beneficial to them. But what I mean by, okay, let me just explain. So say there's a homeless person, you know, on the street or something and they're hungry and they want food. Okay, I'm gonna feed them and I'm not expecting them to pay me back or buy me food next time I see them on the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just being kind to people who have less than you do, you know? Not trying to brag, not trying to make myself look good. It's literally just trying to help the next person. I have no problem with trying to help those in need. If I have it, I want to help you, you know? But when I come in and say how people only want to support you when it's beneficial to them, I'm saying like say for instance my YouTube channel, right? I'm posting my videos, I'm sharing, I'm asking people to share my content, you know, get it out there, you know? But if they're not in the video, if it has nothing to do with the product that I'm using for them, or if it has like, I don't know, nothing to do with them, 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna share it. Why would I want to help with what you have going on, trying to get you up there, if you can't even share a simple post for me? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I come in saying like, no, I don't support or appreciate people who don't support me. And I'm not saying that you have to be like my biggest fan or nothing, but simply just sharing something. And not every single video, you know, but just because you're my friend or you know me, you should want to help support me the same way I would want to help support you if I can. I'm not asking you to spend money, you know, this is something free that you could do. So those who support me, I will support them. But as far as helping people who have nothing, I don't have a problem with that because I'm not looking for anything in return from that. Hope that makes sense. I know that was a long answer, but let's move on. next I'm using my concealer. I'm not really going over the steps because this isn't really like a makeup tutorial, you know, but now I'm using my concealer by 𝗙𝗵𝗍𝗂. I love this concealer and I stand by it. But the next question is, what is my relationship like with my parents? Oh, it's two-part. And how does this affect your other relationships? Okay, so that's a good question. I have amazing parents, okay? I have 3 parents. I have my mom, my dad, and my stepmom. Honestly, you're always gonna have up and downs with your parents, but my overall relationship would be, I would literally say it's phenomenal. And I'm not saying again we're perfect. I don't want no one to think that I just have like the perfect family and the perfect life, because of course I don't believe anybody does. But my parents are very supportive. My parents have always been there for me. My parents support my dreams, my goals, even when it's not something that they would want for themselves or like are really like they still support me, even if they have their little doubts in the back of their head, I guess. But how it's affecting my own relationships, I'm very family oriented. Like, I love spending time with my family. I love when we have get-togethers. I love when we have cookouts, barbecues, days at the lake house with my dad and them. Like, I just love I love being with my family. So I would say that's affecting my relationships, like with Andrew, who's my boyfriend if you're all new here. I would say that, like, because our families are really different, and he doesn't get with like a whole bunch of people in his family. It's usually like his mom or his dad or his twin brother. Like, that's about it. But with me, it's like all 5 of my siblings, my dad, my stepmom. At my mom's house, it's my mom, me, my uncles, her friends. Like, it's always a big good time. So I try to incorporate that with me and Andrew. And of course I don't have kids of my own, but I do know that whenever we do have kids, I want us to always be doing some family oriented things. Like, I want people to come to my house. I want my kids' friends to always want to be over my house. Like, that's how much love and fun and respect that I got through my parents that I want to incorporate into my future relationships and with my friends, with my man, with my kids. And I hate the fact that, you know, I know so many people who unfortunately do not have the best relationships with their parents, and it really makes me sad because I really can't relate to that. But I would hope that my friends or the other people that I know could feel some kind of love and safety when it comes to my family. Like, hopefully they could come chill with us, hang out with us, and then get that love that they probably couldn't get from their own side. So I would say that the relationship that I built with my parents has really affected me for the best. All right, what is one thing or one person that I cannot live without? Obviously God. I cannot live without God. But I don't know, that's a hard question, because I don't ever want to say that I can't live without Andrew, because I could. I just would rather live it with him. You know, I'd rather go through life with him. But if we're not being so deep like I have been, I would probably say my journal. If the house was to catch on fire, I would grab my journals first out of everything. I would probably grab my journal. Well, I don't have kids and stuff, but you know what I mean, like just objects, I would probably grab my journals first. And I've always said that because literally my journals have my entire life in them, like from the good moments, the bad moments, the secrets, like not even really so much secrets, just things that I didn't want to forget, you know. And I just feel like that's something that I want in my life forever, and to be able to give to my children when they get older, even though obviously they'd have to be a certain age because there's a lot of stuff in there. That's just something that is very important to me, and I refuse to part with it. All right, the next question is, who is my celebrity crush? Woo! So my celebrity crush is definitely Michael B. Jordan, duh. And I actually have 3. It's gonna be Michael B. Jordan, Chris Brown, like I have always loved that man, and Lance Gross. So them 3 men, whoo, if me and Andrew don't ever work out, baby, I'm coming for y'all. But no, I'm just kidding. Those are my 3 celebrity crushes. Like, they are just so fun, and yeah, they're just so fun. Y'all see those freaking $1,000 tickets that Chris Brown was freaking selling for fans to do a whole meet and greet? Like, y'all, those pictures was very like intimate and huggy and lovey-dovey. Y'all, the security would have had to drag me out of there. Like, ain't no way. Oh my gosh, like I keep seeing these pictures and I'm just like jealous. I also see how people are tripping over him charging $1,000, but shoot, know your worth, baby, know your worth. How many people have I kissed? That's personal. I've kissed quite a few people. I don't know, I've kissed quite a few people. I can't give you a direct number. I mean, hold on, let me really think. Okay, my first kiss. Okay, let's just say I've kissed a lot of people. Okay, I'm not giving you a number. I don't have a number. So yeah. What attracts you to people? Okay, so what attracts me to people is going to be first the vibe. So whenever I meet someone, if the vibe is initially not there, 9 times out of 10 this friendship is not going to work, because if I don't feel any good vibes from you, then why would I want to keep you around? You know what I'm saying? And that's vice versa. Like, first impressions happen for a reason. You always get a first impression from someone, and I want my first impression to be a good one, but again, if the vibe is just not there, it's not there. Now, if we're talking about like dating wise, it would probably be one, the smile. I love seeing a guy smile. It's just I just love a nice smile. And then also, if they're funny, I love funny guys. Andrew, that's one thing about him. Like, this dude is so funny. And it's crazy because, like, I don't think I'm funny. I do not think I'm funny. So that guy, he's just funny without even trying. It's like just the simplest things that he does, I be cracking up. I hate when I'm mad and then he finds a way to make me laugh. Like, I be so mad. I be mad because I laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I love a funny guy. And I love an affectionate guy too. Like, show some affection towards me, towards your family. Like, I like to see how you move, you know. I don't want no cold-hearted, think they too tough to do certain things kind of guys. Like, that's an automatic turn off. Like, no. Would you say you found true love? Duh. Oh, let me not say duh. But yes, of course, I think I have found true love. Me and Andrew have been together for 5 years, and this is definitely the guy that I want to marry. Hopefully sooner than later. And we've really been through a lot together in the past 5 years. We went through the honeymoon stage. We went through the stage. We went through the stage where it's like I didn't even know if we was gonna be together no more, and here we are, made it through all of that. And it's like I am truly head over heels in love. So I do believe in true love, and I do believe that I found it in Andrew, and I just feel like we are literally meant to be together. He is literally the guy that I prayed for before I even knew he existed. Like, love that man. Do you think people should wait until marriage before moving in with each other? I didn't. Obviously, I'm living with Andrew and we are not married. So I made a whole video about this actually, like maybe like a year or two ago. I feel like if you can wait till marriage to move in with someone, that you should. But I also have mixed opinions because, well, for one, the way me and Andrew came to living together was not of the ordinary, okay? We were never supposed to live together, but things happened and he ended up coming to live with me. It was me and my best friend, and then her boyfriend, and then my boyfriend ended up coming to me. It was very like not planned at all. It just kind of happened, and then it just stayed that way. If you believe in the Bible and God, you know, you're not supposed to have sex until marriage, and living with someone is a very hard struggle when it comes to those things because you're always with that person, and so your sexual desires are higher, you know. But another thing about living with your spouse, you know, I feel like living with them before marriage, you kind of get to see what that person is like to live with, you know, like, can you deal with the way this person lives? Are they too messy? Are they too over the top, a neat freak, you know? Like, what are the things that you have to look forward to living with when you do get married, you know? So I feel like it's a good thing before marriage, and if you could wait, you should. Like, I'm really in between the two. Obviously, again, me and Andrew live together, so it's neither here or there, so I don't know. How many significant others have you had? So I've had a lot of like here and there's, like this could be a relationship maybe or not, you know. I've had those kind of flings and everything, but I only had like 3 real boyfriends, and one of them was only for like 4 months, but I still count him because he's up there. Like, I've only had the first guy I ever dated, we was together for like what, 4 years? Yeah, it was like my whole high school experience. And then I got with another guy, we were together for like four months, I want to say, and now Andrew, I've been with him for 5.5 years. So I've only really count 3, so I would say 3 significant others. By far, the relationship I'm in now is the best one I've ever been in, like, period. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in the relationship, but literally it is the best relationship that I have ever been in. The other ones were very toxic, and it's just a whole nother story. But oh, if you could be any animal, what would you be? An elephant. Okay, if y'all do not know, elephants are my absolute favorite animals. They're so nice and graceful and strong. Like, I freaking love elephants. I've never actually gotten to see one or be close to one in person, but that is on the list, okay, of things to do, because I have got to see an elephant. Like, I want to go where everybody going? I think it's like Thailand or something, and they're like getting in the water and riding on the elephants' backs and taking those cute pictures. Like, that's a dream. I'll probably be freaked out, to be honest, but I want to do it. Like, okay, would you rather leave your hometown and never be able to come back, or would you rather, okay, let me repeat that. Would you rather leave your hometown and never be able to come back, or would you rather stay in your hometown and never be able to leave? I thought I had the answer, but now I gotta think about it. Hold on. Yeah, I would rather 100% rather leave my hometown and never be able to come back, because there's a lot of world that I need to see, you know, and I do not want to feel trapped or confined to one place, you know, because if you've never been anywhere, then you don't know really what you like. I think everybody should leave their hometown, you know. There's a whole bunch of experiences, a whole bunch of doors, opportunities, life out there that is unknown to you. Like, you have to explore. So definitely I would rather just never come back to my hometown. It'd be sad, but hey, y'all can come see me, I guess. If I had a time machine, would I go back in time or would I visit the future? That's a hard one too. People are always talking about the past is the past for a reason and all that, but there's a lot of things that I wish I could do different, you know. Not necessarily regrets, just like as I've gotten older, I've learned that, hey, you shouldn't have done that, or you could have done this better, you know. So it'd be nice to be able to go back and tell myself, hey, listen to me, I'm you don't need to do that. But as far as the future goes, the future's unknown, you know. It would be nice to know if I end up where I want to be, you know. But at the same time, what good is living your life every day if you already know what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, life is an adventure, it's a journey. Like, what fun is it knowing just how everything's gonna turn out? So I would probably pick the past. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to my hair, because as you can see, it looks a mess. I haven't done nothing to it, so that's what we're about to do now. Get my hair products, and then we're gonna read a few more questions, and then we will end the video. What is my childhood nickname? So obviously my name is Jemiah. Everybody calls me Maya, so I wouldn't really say that's a nickname. That's basically my name. But my granny always called me Pumpkin. Okay, not pumpkin, Pumpkin. Okay, Pumpkin. That's what my childhood nickname was, at least to her. And now that I'm older, she decided that my nickname should change to Baby Doll. So now she calls me Baby Doll. Like, all of us, me, my sibling and cousin have a nickname. Like, she has given us all one, and again, I was Pumpkin and now I am Baby Doll. I think that's really the only nicknames I've had. I've not really had many nicknames in my life, besides when I was in school. Like, I used to wear Nikes like all the time back in like middle school. So me and a whole bunch of my friends and our little friend group gave each other nicknames, and mine was Ms. Nike. So my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Twitter, all of that was Ms. Nike, Ms_Nike. That is what I went by. And yeah, that was pretty embarrassing as I got older. So of course I changed it all. And then for the longest time, Snapchat would not let you change your username, like your @ name. It would let you change your name, but not like your @. This year or last year, I think it was this year, they finally fixed it to where you could change it, but you can only change it once every year. Thank goodness it let me change it, because I was so sick of seeing Ms. Nike. Like, that's embarrassing. That's a whole nother era that I'm not in anymore. Who is my childhood best friend? Everybody knows I still have the same best friends that I've had literally my whole life. Julie, Tamara, and 𝗲𝗲. Me, Julie, and T have been best friends since kindergarten, so we have been friends for 20 years because we are all 25. And me and 𝗲𝗲 have been best friends since the 6th grade, which is a crazy story because me and 𝗲𝗲 actually hated each other when we first met, and it's because we played against each other in basketball. But she ended up coming to my town in middle school, and we ended up in the same class, and we became best friends. So we've been friends for 14 years. I've had the same best friends forever, and I love them all. What age was I when I had my first kiss? I was in the 6th grade when I had my first kiss. So I was like 11. It was actually funny because I went to the movies with my older sister Kayla, and I met the guy there. And I remember before we even went to the movies, me and my dad was in the kitchen, and I think I was helping him wash the dishes or something, but I was like, would you be mad if I kissed a boy? Like, I just wanted to ask, and he was just like, he was being really funny and like, what? He was like, yeah, I'd be mad. But he wasn't being serious, but I was like, that's not what I want to hear. You know, I want him to say, no, I wouldn't be mad. And he just kept saying, yeah, I'm be mad. So I was just like, no, but why? But why? But why? Like, I wanted him to say yes because I already knew. See, I was already plotting. I already knew I was about to have my first kiss this night. But we ended up going to the movies, y'all. I was so freaking scared. Like, I was so scared. We ended up getting there right before they come. I was outside with my sister and one of her friends, and we was like playing in like the lobby area of the movie theater. I hit my head on this freaking doorknob, and that mess hurt. But then here comes the guy that I was dating, you know, in 6th grade, and he had like a whole group of friends with him. So we get in there, he sits with me, his friends sit like below, and me, my sister, her friend, and the guy I was with, he sat by me at the top. And I can remember the movie we seen, I just cannot remember what it's called. Like, it was weird, like there was some kind of like flying monsters flying in the sky. I cannot remember what it was called. We were there, so finally he was like, let's go down, you know. So you know how you walk in the movies, they're like the side of the wall, and then you turn and it's like going going up the steps. So we was outside. He wanted to go down by the steps before you turn into the movies. I was like, Kayla, I'm scared. She's like, girl, just go. You are fine. Da, da, da. Like, I was making it way more of a big deal. I mean, it's my first kiss. Like, I was so scared. So I go down there with him. I remember having on this, I don't remember my whole outfit, but I remember having on this brown half jacket that I took from my mom. And I was just standing there with like my hands in the little pockets, just standing against the wall, like so nervous. He was like, okay, so we're gonna go through all the different kisses. So we'll start with the pop kiss. So I was just like, okay. So he kissed me and I was just like, I just kissed the boy. And so then literally he made me go through all the kisses. Like, we did like a open mouth kiss. I don't think we made out though, really, because I mean, we were both young. I don't even think he knew how to do all that. Oh, but I remember his friend had also kissed another girl and he had like a spit ring around his lips. I was like, is this what I'm looking forward to? Because no, thank you. But yeah, so I went back up there and sat with my sister after I kissed him, and I was like freaking out. And then the movie was almost over. I did not remember how the movie went to explain it. I'm over here thinking I'm about to get asked 1,001 questions by my dad or someone. So I'm like chugging my slushy down because I felt like my dad was going to recognize my breath smelled different and he was going to do I kissed the boy. That's how freaking nervous I was, y'all. That just tells you the kind of person I am. Like, the anxiety then, I have that anxiety now about things. So I was literally chugging my slushy so that my dad wouldn't notice that my breath was different. I don't know why I thought that was a thing. And then I begged my sister to stay at my mama's house with me because I just could not go home and then have my dad ask about the movies or something. So she ended up staying the night with me at our mama's. Y'all, that was such a funny night and I literally will never ever forget that night. And then I actually ended up breaking up with the guy because he wanted to kiss me like every day. Like, he was a grade older. He was in 7th grade when I was in 6th grade. And he would like come down to like the 6th grade area and he would like want me to come out there and give him a kiss. And I was like, no, I'm busy. Like, I would always make some kind of excuse like, no, I can't. Like, no, I was like freaked out. And so I ended up breaking up with him because I told him he wanted to kiss me too much. Like, I just could not. Oh, I miss younger Maya. My hair is almost done. So I'm just going to look at a few more questions and then call it. Do I feel like I'm living a meaningful life? Yes, I feel like my life is very meaningful. I care about myself, you know. I'm not the best with like being healthy and, you know, just taking the best care of myself, but I do feel like my life means something and I believe everybody's life means something. You know, God didn't put us on this earth if he didn't believe that we had greater potential or if our lives didn't mean anything. I feel like there are things that I could work on in my life and be better at, but for the most part, you know, I'm doing what I can and what I gotta do. Do I consider myself a mama's girl or a daddy's girl? People used to ask me this all the time. I feel like when I remember being in elementary and someone asked me am I a daddy's girl and I said I love both my parents. So I didn't want to choose between the two, but if I had to choose, I would say it depends on the situation and the occasion. Some days I feel more drawn to my dad and some days I feel more drawn to my mom. It's just, I don't really have a specific one that I think I am. I literally act like both of them, so it's like, you know. How do you get over someone who you thought was the one? Honestly, I don't think there is just one way to get over somebody, you know. I would not say that mine was the best way when me and my first boyfriend broke up because I wanted to be loved and cared for so bad. I wanted some guy to like me that, you know, I kind of just went through different guys hoping that one of them would be the one, which in the end ended up me having a broken heart over and over again. So, you know, I just think whenever you go through a major breakup with someone that you really cared about, that you should just take time to be by yourself and figure out, you know, what went wrong in this relationship, what can I do to ensure that the next relationship is better, you know. But don't give up. Don't think that that's it, because I was always so scared that if that relationship ended, no one else would want to be with me, and that's not true. You know, we're all great people. I feel like there's someone out there for everybody, you know. So just take time to recognize who you are, what went wrong. Make sure you're looking for the right qualities in guys, things that you want. Okay, don't just settle for anybody. It's never going to be easy getting over someone that you really cared about, but it is possible because I've done it. Here I am. And way happier than I was then. Even though it did take a long time for me to get over it. I would say to maybe years, or a year at least a year. But again, I was just hopping in and out with different relationships and they just never worked because I didn't really take time to find who I was. So take your time. Do not rush it. Enjoy being single if, you know, whatever you had didn't work out, and you will find your person. All right, y'all, that is all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and leave your comments down below if you want to see any more videos like this, or if you have any questions that maybe I didn't answer today but I might answer in another video. I love you guys so very much. Please do not forget to subscribe to your girl's channel, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.